Welcome to Go Bears Diecast Workshop Episode 4. Remember, if you like what you see, subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified of future episodes. Today I'm working on a Jeep Scrambler. It's 1982 early casting. Had real riders on it. But as you can see that I've only got two wheels on there. So I'm going to have to do some wheel swapping. It's got a metal base. It's got a lot of detail to it. See, there's some tools and stuff in the back, wood, an axe. First thing, we got to get this thing apart. I'll use my center punch so I can make sure that the drill bit doesn't walk on me. Start out with a 1/16 drill bit. I'll follow it up with a 3/16 drill bit to take the head of the post off. Take it nice and slow, and you'll see me wobble it back and forth. That's just so I can try to get the head off. Sometimes the drill bit isn't an exact match to the post itself. I'm using my center punch again just to help with popping that head off of the base. And I'll take a little Phillips screwdriver, and if there's any remnants to the post head, then I can wiggle it apart. Take my flathead screwdriver and try to pry the base apart from the casting itself. I'll take a good look at the pieces that we have for this particular die-cast model. The interior is pretty detailed, at least in the bed of the Jeep itself. Now I'll go ahead and take the 1/16 drill bit again and drill down so that we can be able to put this thing back together after tapping it. I'm cleaning it up around the post so that it'll go back together nice. I like to use that cutting fluid when I'm doing the tapping. Just makes it easier so I don't snap that tap. I have snapped one before. I'll go in nice and easy. 3, 4, 5 turns, then back it back out, then go back in again. That way the flutes of the tap doesn't get clogged up with the metal shavings. There's a 256 button head. Just screwing it in a little bit by hand to see if it is going in straight. I'll go ahead and go screw it in to the rest of the way. As you can see, it's deep enough. Now I'll pop the base back on. Removing those rubber tires that was left on it. I'm going to go ahead and have to cut that out of the base and refit it with some new wheels and tires. Taking my brass wheel with my little Dremel, cleaning up the base. I'll probably dip it in some lime away to get it cleaned up a little bit better, but this is the start of it. I really like working with the metal base instead of plastic. They clean up real nice. I've already used the cutting wheel. Now I'm going to pop off the old axles. Getting ready to put it in some lime away. I'll sit it in there for approximately 3 to 4 minutes. You don't want to leave it too long. It's a Jeep out of stripper. Down to bare metal now. There's some casting lines and things that I have to take care of, filing and sanding. There's a lot of that going on. I did it off camera. Didn't want to bore you guys with that too much. But again, I'll start out with the wire wheel just to clean up any remnants. Go back with a brass brush. Use some picks, files, take care of any imperfections. You can see the metal shining up pretty good, but it's going to need a lot of sanding. It's got a little bit of surface pitting on it, but it's in pretty good shape for the age of the casting itself. having to go somewhat inside the bed of it. Those things are going to be seen, so you want to clean them up nice. There it is, all nice and cleaned up, filed, sanded, ready for paint. I'm going to be cleaning it up with some mineral spirits, make sure to, and a degreaser, just to make sure that there's nothing that will contaminate primer and paint as it goes on. Looks a lot better now. Nice and smooth, shiny. There it is after paint. Nice green color. I thought it was appropriate for the particular casting. Got the base out of lime away, and I'm cleaning it up again with the brass wire wheel. I'll use a combination of things, the brass brush, sandpaper, Scotch-Brite, steel wool. You see it's starting to shine up. The bumpers and everything are, I'm thinking about leaving them exposed just with the base color. Getting in every nook and cranny there. That little Tack Life Dremel type tool, pretty inexpensive on Amazon. I picked it up because sometimes the Dremel itself, even though I have a micro Dremel, is a little bulky. You can get one for under 20 bucks, I guess. There you can see it all shined up and nice. A lot of detail on the bottom of the base. Another shot of it painted. Just before I start detailing it. Definitely need to use those helping hands. If you're like me, you got shaky hands. I'm using that pinky finger to kind of stabilize. There was a lot of small details on this particular casting, which I really enjoy doing. I know it could be a lot of work, but the end result is just so pleasing to the overall. Now I moved on to the base and take care of some of the details on the bottom of that. Look at the bottom of that base. Looks real nice. Now for the final product, see the detail inside. I really enjoy doing that. I had a great time doing this casting. I loved all the details that it has. Did the wheel swap. I didn't have any real riders for it, but I think those look pretty good on it. Again, if you like what you've seen, subscribe, ring the bell so you'll be notified. And again, thank you.